Hey, it's Wolfy-Chan. I'm back with another review of The Water Dragon's Bride, and I'm going to be doing a review of 4 and 5 because I got them. Let's do this. So where we last stood off, or where we were last off, was that the Water Dragon has now started to live with Ashia and is trying to connect, but it's just watching over her more. Great. So they're living with each other, and she tries to get him to eat. Funny enough, he doesn't need to eat. He's a god. Why would he? But she wants to have kind of a normal life and is like, eat something for the love of potatoes. I can't just be eating this by myself. Just do it. He's like, oh, this is so trivial. Fine. Does it. She smiles. Yay. We then go with that the actual other gods, the fire god and the tree god, come in, see how the water dragon god's doing. You find out that like the tree god, the reason why she's like, oh, the poor thing, she favors people, but not in the greatest way, and slightly manipulates them. And of course, the tree goddess is like, oh, that is so not fair and so not me. Um, which is like, it's both weird that she, of course, like, oh, she likes people, she's the nicer one, but she's, no, she just messes with people. Like, okay, that's not a little weird. She, of course, like, kind of trips. Subaru helps her out. Ooh. So they're also planning for the 3 days of the ritual that the priestess, which is Ashia, will fall, land in the water, and will be gone for 3 days. And she's like, you know what? Since the water god is here, la la, we should go. Like, we should go out. We should go somewhere for the 3 days because I do not want to just be underneath the water for 3 days. Yay. And of course, her voice is back, so yay. So they make a plan, and she decides that Subaru is also going to come with them to their adventures into some place new. So she jumps in the water. Water dragon guy makes his own little dragon, goes, and of course Subaru's like, oh, I wonder what she's going to be doing. Then of course Ashi and the guy and the god pop up, and it's like, hey, come with us. Wait, what? Seriously? And they go into a new village. So the new village that they go to is like the capital, or at least next to the capital. That's why it's so big. And they walk around, have fun, but you find out that there's a big thing, a big fire that happens. And their priestess is like, we need to sacrifice a person so that the fire gods can be good, like, so he can be appeased and stop burning. And so Ashia, of course, thinks of herself and doesn't want anybody else to be sacrificed. So she, of course, jumps in and is like, I'll be sacrificed, but don't follow me. Runs up to where the fire kind of is. Subaru's like, you really shouldn't do this. And the water dragon god is like, I don't want to help this. I'm not going to. Well, she still has the power to cry and rain. So she cries really hardcore around Subaru, the rain really heavy, and admits that she wants to go back, that she misses her home, she misses her mother, and she misses the family that she had. 4 books in, right? And covers Subaru's ears so she doesn't hear it. So he doesn't hear it, but of course he can, because not very well to do. But he holds her and just, yeah. And she admits that she hasn't really cried because of the gift he gave her. Like, she only wants the people to be happy and stuff like that in the village. So, meh. So the priestess of, all this stuff sees that the water dragon god is next to her and Subaru and is like, that's a god. And then they disappear because 3 days have passed. But then she kind of goes to the emperor of this land and is like, there's a goddess of immense power. You need to get her and, she's going to stay here and she's going to be, part of this. And that's, she kind of warps the prince or the emperor a bit to that. So unfortunately, when they come back, there's an illness. And they're like, Asha, please help, let's pray. And she's like, no, prayers aren't going to get us anywhere because this dude, points the water dragon god in her brain, is like, it's not gonna help. So if he's not gonna help, then it better fix it, the people in and of itself. And she does. She actually sits down, gets everybody into a clean space, feeds them, you know, kind of like a porridge, and gives them water, and just waits. Find out they're all got like food poisoning or something like that. Yeah. And after a while, they're all better. And everyone's like, oh, thank goodness the priestess and the gods. And she's like, I did it, but okay. And so also Subaru's sister gets sick as well, but she does the same and she's all good and is less afraid of Ashia afterwards. So guess what? Now the emperor that they met, the emperor wants to go and meet with Ashia, and to the point that he basically forces her to go. And Subaru and the water dragon god both go with her. And of course the emperor's like, you're gonna stay here forever. And she's like, I can't. I don't have the magic that you're thinking of. They stay there because it's forced. You know, that like you have to use your power and stuff like that. After a while, they fully admit, like, I don't have the power that you think I do have. I don't. It's not a power. I can't just be like, water! No, because of somebody. I can't do that. So they end up, like, the emperor actually gets sick as well, and she finds out that, like, I think the emperor has asthma, it seems like. And it's like, well, he's had this forever, and it's like, well, he's not going to get better, this is just going to be a lifelong condition, but I know how to help. And she does, and he's like, you've been the fastest to ever make me feel better. And she's like, I knew somebody who had this. You're going to live with this. I just knew how to help you. And it was not power, it was me. So he releases her back, and I think by the end of this one, like, yeah, they go back. She makes a little crystal amulet. She was making amulets and stuff like that, or something like that, little crystal beads. Made one for Subaru, made one for the god. The god was like, why do I even want this? She keeps it. Meh. Subaru wears it like a badge. Like, she made it for me. Then looks at the god when he doesn't and is like, you don't understand women. It's a very funny, like, gist about that, too. But at the end of, you know, they finally get to go home and the emperor's okay with that. He finally wears it and they're slowly making a connection, but not like a big enough one. So, I'm still in love with the story. Still, I want to know what happens at the very end. But it just makes me think that even as much connections as they're going to have with the Dragon God, it's not going to be good enough, I guess, in a way you say it. So, but I love this. So, if you like this video, definitely leave a like. Leave it in the comment section below. What do you think of The Water Dragon's Bride? And how are you liking the story so far? This story keeps making me think. And definitely don't forget to subscribe, that big red button, for more anime, manga, and something maybe random in the future reviews. And if you want to follow me on Twitter or Facebook, the links are down below. I hope that you've been having a very wonderful, wonderful day. Wolfy-Chan out. Bye.